Chris Valerio has been covering the event today in San Francisco. It is underway. Let's get to Chris for the latest headlines. A lot of information from Mr. Jobs. What's he been telling folks today?
A lot of information, Mark. In fact, right now we have the headlines on Apple TV coming out. They're just coming as we, right now he's speaking about it. Some of them, Steve Jobs introducing the idea by saying Apple TV hasn't been a big hit. That might be an understatement. It certainly has not, but they are trying to revive it. The new Apple TV, he says, will fit in the palm of your hand. He also says that users want to pay lower prices for the content. We expect to get some pricing points for some of that content here as the headlines come out. I wanted to say one more thing about what he just introduced outside of Apple TV, and that is this whole idea of a social aspect to the new iTunes. He called it Ping. It's essentially, this sounds really familiar, guys, taking a page from Facebook, trying to take on the social media giant head on. You can follow what friends download. You'll have social music discovery. There will be concert listings, perhaps a whole new revenue source there for Apple. So certainly a lot of themes emerging from this, and that is social, really important. Gaming, very important. What's going to happen with the TV is going to be important. With content coming from the TV and how that comes out. So those headlines continue to come out as we speak, and I'll be here monitoring them. And
Chris, one more very quick question here. Wasn't there also an announcement about more multitasking that you can do on Apple devices as well?
I'm sorry, what, Julie?
Multitasking. Isn't there more multitasking capability now?
Yes. Multitasking capability. So one of the things that Steve Jobs introduced was the new operating system that's going to come out on the iPad in November, and that's going to include multitasking. It's also going to include the ability to pass files and pass games and do things socially between devices. So you have your iPhone, I have my iPad, and someone else has their laptop. So it will be interesting to see how it all plays out. Back to you.
All right, Chris Valerio in San Francisco. Mr. Jobs saying it's the biggest change in the iPod lineup ever.